Sorry about my voice, it's a bit down. Not for the drinking. I was last week in Paris, so in the Cial Fair. So nice to meet you all, and thank you. Where's Rainer? Rainer invited me here, but you know, it's glad to be here and talking about the story about Meeat. I will have 20 minutes, I believe. Is that correct? Okay. I'll be fast. Let's go forward. Who is Mikko Karell? I'm from Finland, obviously. I have a long history for food business, basically all my life. Starting from 90s, I was in Switzerland as a Michelin star restaurant as a chef. And then I came back to Finland, I believe 92, 93, did my studies in Helsinki University, did my MBAs and go back to the business and starting in the food industry. So my meat business career started from Atria. I worked there more than 10 years as R&D and marketing departments. And then I have been also working in Nestlé Nordic, leading by Nordic business for food service customers. And then I got a call from HKS Khan, would you like to come back to the sausage factory? I said, why in hell I will go back to the sausage factory? I have been there like 10 years. But suddenly my friend Jyrki Sukula managed to kind of catch me there. I spent there more than like 6 years, different positions, and again, start to find something new and totally different area. We built up a greenfield chicken business in Finland called Naapurin maalaiskana, which is currently the market number 3 in Finland. So it's also the brand, Naapurin maalaiskana. Estonian people knows what that means. Naapuri and maalaiskana is coming from country. So we think about that, creating something more sustainable and give a little bit more space to chickens and homegrown feed, but then we decided to sell it to the Swedish buyers for Scandi Standard. And then somebody called me again and asked me to come CEO of meat company called Pouttu, which is one of the largest company in Finland and in meat section. And I said, no thanks, but I have seen the meat business, but I just give them a chance and went to the factory and see the factory is in great condition and joined the company, be there, and that time I think now we need to do something else. So doing something else means muutos, tehdä jotain muuta, and then we decided to spin out that plant-based food category from Pouttu and as a spin-off company and to do something else. Basically the Moo brand was created like that. So, all right, what is Meeat? Meeat is here to kind of develop amazingly tasty food, like Alan also mentioned, tasty food for the future, and I would say that it is good for you and the planet. But what we do is basically offering today already good food for consumers and industry, the possibility to join the evolution. So, what we are doing. From the background, we know what meat eaters likes. So we have a meat industry background. So we know how to make meaty products. So we are leveling up the meat eaters. That is basically what we do. And also, as the world is changing a lot in meat industry, there's a huge amount available capacity for meat factories in the moment. Because meat eating is coming down, there's coming more and more capacity in the factory. So we are helping the meat industry also for transform that meat business for plant-based meat business. That we can do. I have heard taste so many times here today. I think that is the most important thing to understand. In my opinion, I would say that there's a lot of bad tasty plant-based food available in the markets. So the taste is a king. You have to understand what tastes good. Even it's personal, like Alan's saying here, but if something tastes like a shit, it won't sell. Sorry to say. And attraction, it needs to look good. You need to have a brand, cool brand where you can hang around. So brand needs to be in place. Brand is the most important thing to make a growth, to make kind of products recognizable. And of course the knowledge. That's the picture from last week from Paris, Cial. That's our stand. So move by Meeat, it's a knowledge. We have a great team. You have to know what you're going to do. Who you're going to serve, what kind of products you will serve, and whom. That is the most important thing here. The next big thing. Currently we have like more than 70 different SKUs in our portfolio. So company is now 2 years old, last Saturday. We are market leader in Finland. And now we're coming also from Estonia soon. So you will find these goods as well in here in Estonia. So I would say that when we are talking about consumers and where this be located, this is going to be a totally new category for markets. There's a fish, there's a chicken, there's a beef, pork, and there will be plant-based food. Just side by side. That's the game. So it's the same but plant-based. Today we want to be in consumers' plate every day, not just in the weekends like burgers. You don't eat burgers every day in Europe. US you might do, but not in Europe. That's for sure. So basically, what we are doing, we are producing products that you can use every day, and they are kind of price-worthy. So we are almost there already. The price parity is coming there. The meat price is going so much up today, and plant-based food is coming down. And it will happen this year or next year latest. So I'm saying here today, 23, 24, plant-based food is cheaper than meat. That's a fact. That will happen. And like I say here, the price is, the barriers for consumers. First is the taste, then comes the price. And of course, there's a lot of different barriers, but if the structure is not there, and one thing is also that, the rehabbing meat eaters, it's not that easy. So the taste habit have to change. So that's why you need to go close to the meat eaters' eating habits to get them fan for plant-based food. And also, as you know, eating too much beans and peas may cause some stomach problems. So that could be also one of the barriers for consumers to buy the get. You don't want to have a hangover every day. And even the one fart per day is fun, but not every second, every minute. It's not fun anymore. So that needs to change. And that is one reason why we have developed a new ingredient. We started from pea protein, wheat protein, and today we are switching more or less fermented faba bean, because that will pass that stomach issue. So we are using fermentation before you eat it, not after you have eaten it. So that will makes products more healthier and also for better the environment. Okay, now you can finally cook like plant-based meat like a boss. And I would say that we are not kind of the rebel here. We are just, we are caring about consumers, we are caring about environment, but claiming environment as kind of a state that, you need to buy these things because it's environmental friendly. It's not going to happen, sorry to say. They need to taste good, the price needs to be there, and also, of course, they need to be something for you personally, healthy, and the environmental come as a bonus. It's in our DNA. It's a company's and brands' DNA. It's a proof that they are environmental friendly. You need to be curious what happens around you. You need to be transparent because the meat guys can't be transparent. That's for sure. I know that. I have been there 25 years. So tell me about it. They cannot show everything. Who wants to see how the pig will kill or pork or chicken? Nobody wants to see that. 5 minutes, totally, including questions. So, this is the new normal of tomorrow. We are the part of the evolution. We will make it happen because that's something what we need to do and we can do. As a person like CEOs or there's a lot of CEOs here. That's your responsibility to make the change because we can do it, and then make kind of products for consumers where they can afford and what they can eat every day. So, new normal is obvious for everyone tomorrow. And Food for Finland, here we come also to Estonia. So we will be here. Wait it. You will be surprised. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your inspiring presentation. I'm sure we will see stories like yours more and more in the food industry as well. And congratulations on your 2-year birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, so
we have all feet, 2 years old, and we can walk.
I have questions for you too. You said you aim to help transform the meat industry. You talked a bit about that, but how do you do that? Do you have some kind of consultations or?
Yes, of course. Tasting and sampling is one thing as well. But to make the product taste good, that is the most important thing. Rehabbing meat eaters, it's not easy task. Mm-hmm. So old farts like me, more than 50 years old, it's not that easy to switch from meat from plant-based food because the taste and structure is so different. Mm-hmm. So that is the most important. You have to make them taste it, and I say it's not a must, but it's better for you and for kids and globally. So you need to tell them. And also one thing is what we are missing here. You need to tell them how to cook them.
Yeah.
The food. It's the same, but it's not that far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. We have a question from the audience. What would you say is the most popular meat product?
All of them, of course. Yeah, but most sold in Finland currently is the minced meat.
Okay.
And of course sausages and grill season and burgers. But I would say the ready meals and ready food will be a bigger one, and that will be the next wave for plant-based food because last week in Seattle I saw everybody is doing burgers and nuggets. Mm-hmm. And also the ingredients is something what you have to consider because soy, I don't know about soy, because if you have to start to explain soy, it's not good. This is not the bad soy, this is the good soy. This is nothing to do with reharvesting. So ingredients matter. So that is I love to see the funky things, mm-hmm. Microproteins, fermentation. That will be the next wave.
Okay, nice. Another question. What is the core of Meeat brand as you have products in so many categories with various ingredients? Like the categories mentioned are minced patties, sausages. Like what's the core?
Like I said, we want to be every day in consumers' plate. And also mm-hmm. from the beginning, so we didn't have any money for marketing. So I just want to kind of take elbows and take a place from the shelf in the shops. As many SKUs as I can have. That is the reason why we have so many SKUs as well. But tomorrow we will have less for sure.
Okay, nice.
Much better ones and less bad ones.
Hope so. Yeah. Okay. You mentioned here the new normal of plant-based foods. When do you think that is going to be a reality?
No, it's already there, but we need more fans, and it's make people understand why they need to do this. So it's consumers are not that easy, animals to change their mind.
Yeah.
So it is you need a lot of testing, a lot of kind of it's a family storytelling, friends. It's I would say the plant-based and the kind of vegetables are synonym of a bad taste. Sorry to say, but if it's turned around, it will happen soon, mm-hmm. and of course price will help. So that's for sure. I know these times when the money is not that, it's quite tight at the moment. So it will help, and it will happen soon. Mm-hmm. It will be one of the, I would say, 1/4 of total consumption will be in 2030.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. We have another one. Okay, the question already was like, what's your best-selling product? It's the minced meat.
Minced and sausages, burgers, and sauces are coming now. We have 2 prize winners from Sial. We have also 1 finalist in our tikka masala, and also in Anukat year ago. So, based on fermented faba beans.
Okay, amazing. Thank you for your presentations and
Thank you.
for
Thank you so
your
much. Nice to be here. Let's make a change together.